Alright YouTube, so I'm back for the conclusion of the May Sketchbook tours. Admittedly, it wasn't as much of an artsy month as I would have hoped, but I still made some cool pieces, such as this one, which is Robin from Batman. I really like the metallic cape and stick I gave him, because it's very Robin-y. We have Catwoman with the purple costume, which I absolutely adore. I think the purple leather suit is a really cool suit. This next drawing is a new style I've worked on, where I draw multiple drawings in one drawing, or at least multiple characters throughout the page, which my dad actually suggested to me, which shout out, because I think it's a cool idea. These are 6 Pokemon, 6 super cool Pokemon. I didn't draw the trainer, but I'll give you guys another zoom in. So I really love how this one came out. This next one I showed off in another video, where I made a full-length video of where I think they could go with the direction of Star Wars after the Star Wars sequel trilogy, and this was Tom Hardy, Stormtrooper character, who was in a deleted scene, but I gave him a little more of an origin and a little more creative twist. And this next character is Ryan Gosling's character for his Star Wars trilogy, which I'm excited for, which is him as a starfighter. As you can see, I gave him the starfighter-like uniform, and he's got the typical haircut and facial hair that he has. I think it's cool with the dark beard and blonde hair. This next drawing, we have a variation of Darth Maul. As you can see, he's got the cartilage earring as well as his spiky spikes on his head and his double blade lightsaber, as well as his Sith cloak. Here we have a hypothetical Mace Windu on what would have happened if he survived, which I hope he didn't, because they bring too many dead characters back to life. But I like to think Mace Windu's dead, unless he turned out to be Snoke, but probably wouldn't work with the way Snoke's origin was kind of thrown out the window. Here we have the snow-like albino, pure white, super cool looking, crisp Mandalorian variation with purple lightsaber. So here we have Grogu with Mando's helmet right there, Din Djarin I should say, and Grogu creating his little lightsaber. Do you guys think Grogu will create his lightsaber in The Mandalorian and Grogu? I don't know personally, but I hope so. You have another variation of sort of where Windu would have gone if he was Snoke. And this is sort of a fusion of Mandalorian and Boba Fett. This next drawing kind of looks like Obi-Wan, but it was intended to be Jude Law, who has so many names in Skeleton Crew I don't even know what to call him, so I'm just calling him Jude Law's character when he activated his blue lightsaber. So badass. And this next character I sort of created for fun, don't really have much of a meaning behind it, but I like how it came out. Very creepy, but cool and cute. I showed this drawing in my Pikmin movie pitch, I think, but actually no, I didn't show it off. That's embarrassing, but I really like how this drawing came out. I think it's super cool and cute and creative, which Olimar and Pikmin are exactly all those things. You have a few Pokemon, some of my favorite Pokemon, but drawn in charcoal. Can you guess who's who? And this was based on a Star Wars book cover, which I made entirely out of pen just to keep the artwork momentum going, but I did give some color blade lightsabers to the Jedi Council. Here we have Mr. Aiden's a super emo, edgy superhero, anti-hero character with Crow as his pet. Here we have a variation of a guy with a super short haircut and head tattoo, as well as Chester Bennington from the behind with his back tattoos, which are super cool. Here we have a concept art of Gengar, Luke's Gengar character, which I'll talk about in my Bring Her Back review. We have more Pokemon doodles, starter Pokemon. Love how this one came out. This one I'm super happy with how it came out. Initially I drew it with pen, but I made the brilliant decision of coloring it in with pencil. It's Lapras with trainers on it, as well as you can see the bottom of the ocean with the lanterns. Here you have a realistic but minimalist Piplup. Sorry, that's really embarrassing. I can't remember this Pokemon name. Piplup. Here we have another realistic. By the way, I got this idea of the realistic Cinnobirds from a concept art piece on Instagram, which I'll try to remember to link in the description below. But here's Togekiss, sort of mixed with an owl. I kind of imagine Togekiss is like a fairy-like Pokemon even before it was a fairy type, but I guess it kind of makes sense that it's a big bird. And last but not least, we have Honchkrow and Murkrow, 2 of the coolest bird Pokemon. So I really like making this vlog. Can't wait to make more art vlogs, but until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay for more soon. Goodbye.